Alright, so if I start here, I'm in radians, right? Tell me in radians, how much? 0 pi. Pi over 2. Pi. 3 pi over 2. 2 pi. Now, someone did mention we are having a negative, so I have to go which direction on the clock? Now, I can use this idea, right, to help me understand. Now, class, is this more than 1 or less than 1? 3/4, the absolute value, is less than 1. So if I go over here, I make this a fraction, how?
Times it by 4.
So this would become 4 pi over 4, or someone mentioned it's really negative 4 pi over 4.
Yeah.
So if I swing in this direction, 3 pi over 2, or if I subtract 4 pi over 2, which is a coterminal angle, I get negative pi over 2. Or negative 2 pi over 4. This is not enough, right? This is too much if I go to negative 4 pi over 4. So that means it's in quadrant 3. Raise your hand if you got quadrant 3. Good. Now, although it does come this direction, over here, this is theta. Theta is negative 3 pi over 4. I need a reference angle that's going to be acute. So this is 3 pi over 4. This is negative 4 pi over 4. That means that the reference angle is? It's going to be positive pi over 4. Now the difference between this one, negative 3, and this would be negative 1, right? Negative 3 plus negative 1 gives you negative 4. It is negative 4 pi over 4 to reach here. But remember, I need a positive and I need a cubed. If I draw my triangle now, I have a right triangle. It's my bow tie problem, right? You can see it. See the bow tie? And now I need to get a sense, which type of special right triangle is this? Partner B, tell partner A, is it going to be a 30-60-90 or a 45-45-90?
30-60.
Tell them how you know that. Seth, what type of special right triangle is this?
This is a 45-90 degree angle.
How did you know that?
Because it's out of like the core.
Ah, Seth recognizes a pattern. Anything that's divisible by 4 is a 45-degree angle. Very good observation.
Smart.
So, I'm going to write this here, but I don't want us, I'm just using it as an idea. This is essentially 45 degrees. Another way of explaining why it's 45. Pi is how much? What quadrantal angle is over here in degrees? 180. 180 divided by 4 is 45 degrees. Okay? Class, what is across the 45-degree angle? What letter, X, Y, or R? Is it going to be a positive or negative 1? This is also a 45-degree angle. Across from there, you'll write X equals negative 1. And my R value is going to be always positive, radical 2. Partner A to partner B. Secant is which letters? X, Y, and R. Chris Z. Secant? R over X. Secant of negative 3 pi over 4 equals x r over x, which is radical 2 over negative 1, which just means that it is negative radical 2. So, what can help you? Draw a picture. You know, I'm thinking about this problem. I can also, if you don't like working with negatives, you can just use coterminal angles. If I'm using coterminal angles and I have a denominator 4, I can just add 8 pi over 4, which gives me what? 5 pi over 4 is positive. So if you like working with positives, you would have actually gotten the same position. Make your radians into fractions. That is helpful to give you an idea of which quadrant to end.